siblings' haircut. Yeah, Alexa needs to get their haircut. Can I help out?
Yes.
He apparently got naked legs. What you doing, boo-boos? He is. You what? Who's that? I don't know. It's a lady that's waiting to get her hair cut. Did you ask her name? What do you think, Bobosh? Go over to Dada? Yes, gorgeous. A bunch of people here to get their hair cut. Whoa! You gotta stay on their side to see the camera. You gotta stay on their side. Did you see it? He feels like a big kid now.
Yeah.
It's like your favorite activity, you can get tickled. Don't go too far, handsome. Not doing it. Keep him in a straight face. People watch it. Apparently Alexa's doing a dance here. What are you doing, Goof? I'm here. I'm gonna go spy on my siblings. Oh, looking pretty good already. Are you getting a haircut, Shaggy Dog?
She just barely started going, this little one here.
Yeah?
Just barely.
It's okay. Beans.
Pretty. She came up to me the other day. She's like, I gotta go see the hair doctor. I can't see.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, boys? Say hi. Your sister getting
Soon, huh? I'll be soon.
Pretty soon.
Here, my hair is still a little short.
Yeah.
She already got her first haircut just to get the stuff going.
So our first haircuts are free, so just.
Oh yeah, she already got one.
Yeah,
Got a little clip of hair.
Yes, it is. We're still waiting for it to grow a little bit for her second one.
What's he, brother? What's up, Papa Hubba?
That handsome guy.
A little hair in his face. Hi, Ethan. What's up, Hubba Hubba?
Look over here. Look over here.
That looks great.
Hi, there he is. This is only his second haircut.
Yeah?
I normally buzz cut it out of the house, but it's a little easier. Hey, show off your pretty hair. Ooh.
Oh no, it was just these two. Yeah, it was just the two kids.
Oh! No, don't eat me. Yeah, don't push on that. Can you stand up? I'll push on it. Whoa. Yeah, squeeze me. We're getting pushed. Look, we're getting a ride from your sister.
Oh.
Yes. Wee, she says. Whoa.
That's perfect. Perfect. Good, buddy.
I don't know. Oh no, Aubrey. We're getting spun. Whoa. Oh, look at that dude. Nice. I can answer just a couple questions right now as quickly as possible. We'll probably have a couple of toddlers coming up and interrupting. So the first question is, Aubrey, how close are you to walking? Like super close. Like it could be any day now, just because she is standing and cruising really well based off of what her sister was doing. Apparently Aubrey wants to chew on me. Based off of what Alexa was doing at this age, yeah, it could be any day. She could just take off and start doing it. And the next question is, where did she get her pretty blue eyes from? John does have blue eyes. Sometimes they turn green, but yeah, she got her blue eyes from her dad. The other two have brown eyes, which they got from me. Let's see, next question is, do we live in Albuquerque? No, we do not. We live a couple hours away from Albuquerque, so we are in New Mexico, but Albuquerque is a little bit farther away. We're actually kind of glad that we do not live in Albuquerque because it's kind of a big city, a lot of traffic and things like that. We definitely like the countryside and a little bit more space and quietness, especially because we've been collecting farm animals and stuff like that. And I think it's just great for kids to have all this space to be able to play outside and be able to work outside. The next question is, do we plan to have more kids? Probably not. I mean, we'll see where life takes us, but more than likely not. My pregnancy, if you guys watched that video, was very rough with Aubrey, and it was a little bit dangerous as well, so I did get my tubes tied. Later found out that I actually had my tubes removed. I didn't know that until like 6 to 8 months later, but there's other options if we decide that we really want to have a fourth kid down the road. We do love having kids, so it would be nice if we could have the opportunity, but our health does come first. The next question is, why did we move from Colorado to New Mexico?
No.
Mainly just because where we lived in Colorado. No, why not? No? Okay, no. I'm sorry. Main reason why we moved from Colorado to New Mexico is that this area, there's a little bit more opportunities, especially for a growing family as far as accessibility to bigger stores and stuff like that for things that we need for work, things that we need for the kids, daycares and stuff like that. The place that we lived in Colorado was a smaller town and didn't really have a lot. Aubrey is good to tell you all about it. Go ahead, Aubrey. Go ahead and talk. What's the meaning behind Aubrey's nickname, which is Boo Boos? I don't know. I didn't really like have a reason why I came up with that nickname. It sounded cute, and I just started calling her that one day. Same thing with all her nicknames. I didn't really have a specific reason behind it. The next question is, how do I feel as a mama of 3 when people try to tell me how to raise my kids, educate them? I mean, that's a good question. I think a lot of people that are on social media, YouTube, Instagram, stuff like that, face that kind of stuff from people always asking or telling people like what you should and shouldn't do with kids. I don't really feel one way or the other about it. I think it's just people have opinions and they share it. There is sometimes that I'll read stuff that people share and I'll look it up and it's really good advice. So I just take it as that some people are sharing advice and information that they learned, and I will, listen to it, read it, take it to heart, and if I feel like it's a good fit for my family and our way of life, I'll implement it. I know you mentioned in one of your videos about having your husky since you married, I think, but how long have you had your cat? Okay, so Samadhi, who was right here, hi Bobby. Good timing, by the way. Yay, doggy. We've had this guy little less than 7 years now. Sasha, our Maine Coon, who is the gray and black cat. You don't see her too often. She's kind of shy. We've had her just like 2 months shorter than we've had Samadhi, so almost 7 years as well. The fat tabby cat that we call Tubbo, but his name is Simba. We've had him. We got him before we got pregnant with Alexa. So we've had him for almost 6 years. Yeah, 5 to 6 years. And we all got the cats like a year apart. And then Siam, our little black cat, the one that likes to be in all the videos, we've had him he's slightly younger than Alexa. So we've had him for about 4 years now. I get angry with my kids. I am human, so yeah. I mean, I do have my moments where I do get upset with my kids. But I try to just in general be calm and patient with them. Aubrey, are you getting sleepy? Yeah. I do try to be calm and patient with my kids as best as possible, but there is definitely times where it's trying. Like trying to do this Q&A with these other two that are constantly asking questions. Why doesn't Ethan like water? I mean, he's kind of off and on. I don't know why he doesn't. My mom apparently said that when I was his age, I also didn't like to swim. He is starting to like splash pads. He's getting a little bit more into that. Last time he went with their aunt, he did get in there. But the pools, I haven't seen him try out yet. I don't know if there's a specific reason why. He's just that kind of dude. He just doesn't like to swim water. When the kids get into a tantrum, depending on the tantrum, if it's like they're just getting really mean about it, if they're like smacking or hitting or throwing stuff, I'll put them on a timeout in the room where they don't have toys or other kids, and then they have to stay in the room until they're done like throwing a tantrum. And then if it's like just a little tantrum, I'll try to redirect their attention. I'll distract him. Hi guys. Or I'll just sit down and like kind of quietly talk to them. Mainly I can do that with this one right here. Or sometimes with this one he can throw quite a bit of tantrums. This little girl, we're still working on that. Just because she's so young, it's hard to know what to do with a baby when they throw a tantrum, just because they're still not there towards understanding things. Normally I'll put her in her crib, let her throw her tantrum, and then when she's done, I'll take her back out of the room, just so that way she's in a safe place when she's throwing her tantrum. Hi. It's Dada. She wants Dada. Hi. Yeah. Aww. She wants Huggy. Is Aubrey as far as percentage? I mean, she's decently tall. She's not as tall as her siblings at this age, but I think it was
70 to 76%.
Yeah, 76 or 75 last time she got measured. So she's definitely a decent height.
I know.
He still wants to be held. Aubrey's getting a little fussy, so we'll see if we can answer the rest of these questions. How many teeth does Aubrey have? Aubrey has 10 now. She had 2 really big ones towards the back area that came in. They're hard to see on the camera, but she has 10 teeth now. Aubrey ever use a pacifier? Very, very briefly. I'd say maybe like a week when she was a newborn, but past that she's never really liked pacifiers. Ethan was the same way. He briefly used it as a newborn, maybe like the first week or 2. Alexa was the only kid out of our family that used pacifiers until she was about 17 months old, and then it just took 3 days to get her off of the pacifier, so it didn't take very long for her to get off of it, and it was a pretty easy transition. I actually liked that Ethan and Aubrey didn't like pacifiers, because I liked that they didn't become dependent on it, and that you didn't have to worry about they have to have their pacifier to soothe them, that they could self-soothe and find other ways to calm themselves down. And all the kids sleep very, very well. They all sleep 11 hours of sleep at nighttime by themselves. So. Asked if we could film in the daycare. There is other kids there in the daycare, obviously, so there is a privacy issue. I can share. They do send me photos on their app of the little things that she's doing here and there. So I could send, like, I could put, like, insert some photos here of her at her daycare. They did say that we could do a little filming, because I told them what we do, that we're YouTubers. And they said, yeah, that's fine as long as we, like, point the camera just to Aubrey. So maybe one of these days we might film her. The first week, she did get a little bit fussy about it. She did cry. When we carried her in for just a couple minutes, the lady said that she did really good. She didn't cry for very long, and then she started having fun and playing. But now when she goes, she actually like really likes to go in. It's really cute. She'll actually like wave and say hi as she walks through the door. It's so cute. And then especially like the lady at the front, and she waves to all the to teachers inside of there. And then when I come and pick her up, she says bye to everybody as she's walking out. It's like her little social club. So she's really enjoying it. One person's like, why don't I upload videos? Yeah, it's raining a little bit, Alexa. Of Aubrey crying. Occasionally I do. She doesn't cry too often, and I figured that, like, when she's fussing right now, she's almost bedtime right now. I don't know. I feel like maybe people don't want to see that because it's a kid being fussy. Do you want to honestly like hear a crying tantrum kind of kid? Occasionally I do, especially like when Alexa hears her sister cry and she comes up and soothes her and, like, you know, gets her out of her fuss that she's doing. I just cut a video recently of Alexa doing that. That stuff I'll film because it's, you know, it's got a cute little happy ending because Big Sis is coming to rescue Baby Sis. You notice that Ethan is a little bit jealous of Aubrey. I wouldn't say jealous. I've never seen Ethan be jealous of Aubrey. I've never seen either one of the kids be jealous. He likes to involve himself with what Aubrey is doing. Not because he's jealous, but he just likes to be where the action's at. He likes to do what other kids are doing and stuff like that. So, yeah, I've never noticed that with Ethan as being a jealous little boy. He definitely... Alright, so we are going to finish the baby Q&A. Aubrey's about to go to sleep. On newborns, someone said that their brother just had a baby, a doggy. One is just be adaptive. The seasons are constantly changing with kids, whether it's good or bad. So just learn to roll with it. Especially with newborns, just really soak it in. It really does go very, very quickly with the newborn stage. So just soak all of it in, the good and the bad, and just enjoy it. Aubrey get to see her paternal grandparents very often. My husband's mom lives pretty far away. She lives about 8 to 10 hours away from us, so she is not able to come down very often. And then his father is no longer alive. He died a little over a year ago. Question. We're getting goofy. The next question is, how many kisses does Aubrey get a day? Just tons and tons of kisses. I mean, those cheeks are just, they're too irresistible. Oh, thank you so much. What is Aubrey's favorite color and food? I don't know if she really has a favorite color just because she is so young, but she seems to respond the most to red, so maybe red is her favorite color. And then the favorite food, it's a toss-up. She does like ice cream. She doesn't get it very often, no worries. We don't over-sugar our kids. But as far as healthy food, homemade mac and cheese is definitely by far her favorite. She will cheek that stuff like crazy. If our third kid was a boy, what name would we pick out? We had Logan picked out before we started trying for another baby. We had Logan and Aubrey picked out. But the moment that I found out that I was pregnant, my husband and I were very, very certain that it was going to be a girl. Like, there was absolutely no doubt that it was going to be a girl. But yeah, Logan was the name that we had picked out. When is Aubrey's birthday? Aubrey was born April 20th. Aubrey's middle name, a couple people already answered that person's question, but it is Lillian. So it's Aubrey Lillian Newton. Her big sister has a flower middle name as well, so do I, so we thought that Lillian would be perfect. And that looks like it is all the questions that we got, boo-boos. And now it's time for bed. Say good night, everybody. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yay! I love when she says bye-bye. It's so cute. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I love you. Yeah. All right, good night, guys.